Good morning, it's Barbara. I've decided to do a live this morning because I have lots of editing to do. I actually ended up recording my podcast last night at like 10:30, 11 o'clock. I got done like 12:30. Well, Dennis made me an espresso martini at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and so I was kind of wide awake, although I went to bed at my normal time, and it didn't take me any longer to fall asleep. I thought I wasn't going to be able to sleep. I took my drawing book up to read it, and but I got tired, and I went to bed. And it's early-ish today. Early for me. But I slept pretty well. So anyway, thank you for joining me for coffee. So my plans for today is to edit my podcast. Now, I do not edit it as extensively as Christy does or Shevas. They take hours and hours. Well, I take a couple hours, but not like 6. So, which I think is pretty obvious to people watching my podcast. But you know me. There you go. But I did draw. I decided to give patterns for the February Ode to Joy Make Along because I hadn't shown anything and I hadn't picked yarn or anything, and so I'm giving away 3 patterns, and the winners are Linda, L. McCall, Dingle Kringle Marianne, and Rebecca A78 Rebecca. So you 3 get in touch with me with what pattern you want, and I will send you your prize. But I picked a yarn. I picked a yarn for the March giveaway, and I'm showing it on the podcast. So there you go. So it's an actual yarn. One of the Crafty Toads yarns that I got in one of their, I did several of their, that put a little, congratulations, Marianne. I put, where you get it every month, a subscription. I got several of the Crafty Toads subscriptions over the years. This one is quite old because it has them in Keyport. The label says Keyport, New Jersey. They haven't been in Keyport, New Jersey in a long time. I mean, they moved to more inland. I forget. It'll come to me. It starts with a G. I was going to say Gloucester, but it's not Gloucester. Glassboro. And then they moved down the shore. And they've been down the shore for a few years now. So anyway, I've had it for a while. It's pretty. It's springy. It's very springy for the March prize. So there you go. Oh, and I can tell you that I highly, 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 highly recommend Sweet Little Nothing. And look what I did. This is like, and I say this on the podcast too, totally normal behavior in this house. My pattern falls on the floor and my dog steps on it with her muddy feet. Ugh, but I didn't reprint it. My Sweet Little Nothing from Susan, OMG. This is so fun to knit. It's just, it's very simple. You don't do anything fancy except at the end of the rows. But look at these picots. Aren't they cute? Anyway, I started knitting this yesterday. And look how far I've gotten. It's hard to see because of the sunlight maybe. But anyway, I was thinking about using like minis, but then I found this yarn. Oh, I don't have the label. I'll have to put it in there. And I've had this yarn forever. I got this, I don't know, 5 years ago or something as a gift. And as soon as I was going through, and so of course I've seen it a gajillion times every time I go through my yarn, But yesterday it was like, okay, that's what I'm going to make this out of. It's got a little sparkle. You can't really see it. Verena gave me this. Thank you, Verena. And these are from Chevis. I bought these, a couple of these from Chevis. I don't know if she still has her shop or not. Anyway, I started this yesterday. It was so much fun to knit. I'm really tickled with it, and it's going to be great to wear too. So thank you again, Susan Pink, for the pattern. So that was what I did yesterday, but I couldn't believe it. Like I spent the afternoon, you know, writing my notes and picking winners because I picked the 100th episode winner. And then I was a little wide awake, which I'm blaming on the espresso martini at 3 o'clock. And I'm like, let me just do it, because today Dennis has his D&D tonight, and so he'll be on his, and he does it at, this is the one he does at home on his computer, so I won't be able to use his computer. That's where I do my editing. So I thought, let me just do it now, because my hair looked good. You know, these are the things, these are the criteria. Is it a good day or not? You know, does my hair look good? Oh, and here's my cowl. Turned out good. I mean, when you wear it, you can't tell it's a Mobius. I mean, because it's actually extremely long. It goes around 3 times with, you know, just making a nice thing around your neck. So it's quite long, that pattern. Pippin. Well, 600 stitches. So I knew that. Well, 300 stitches. Well, literally 600 stitches, but that's doing both sides because there's only one side, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so today I'm editing, and we're making meringue, and Aura's coming for dinner tomorrow for my birthday, and maybe Kim. We're not sure. You know, Kim is always an if, a maybe, you know. I don't know that she has so much going on in her life, but, you know, it's hard to pin down sometimes. Whatever. Anyway, Aura's talking to her, we'll see. But she's taking Aura to her rehab today, and so I won't be doing that. So I'll be working on meringues and editing and knitting on my sweet little nothing, which I am really enjoying. Really enjoying. So there you go. And I decided to do a live today to cut down on the editing so that I could go straight to editing the podcast. Anyway, trying to be a little bit efficient, whatever. So, but I slept pretty well, considering I thought I wasn't going to be able to fall asleep at all. And I woke up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, but it is super, super sunny today. I don't see a cloud in the sky out my little windows. And it's in the 30s. It's going to be cold, but apparently sunny. It's going to snow again on Saturday, though. We could get 6 inches of snow. Or 1, you know. It depends. It depends on how it goes, but whatever. I talked to my brother yesterday, and he was like, because, you know, I showed you my pretty little snow that came down for 20 minutes. I mean, good thing I got it on film, or I recorded it. It came down for about 20 minutes and, you know, didn't stick or anything like that. He got 4 inches, and it was, I talked to him like at 10 o'clock in the morning. He's like, and it's going to snow till 4 o'clock, and I just got the ice off the driveway. And of course, he's out in the country in the farm. The driveway is a 1/4 mile. I said, well, it's going to warm up and this isn't going to stick, so I wouldn't bother. And he's like, no, I'm not plowing. And they don't have to, you know, if he didn't have to go anywhere. But apparently they're supposed to get like 10 inches over the weekend. I felt really bad. He said, I don't want to get the plow out. Daddy has a tractor, and it has a plow, but the plow's on the back, so he has to plow by driving the tractor backwards. Yeah. And it's almost, well, it's probably not a 1/4 mile. almost a quarter mile anyway. So I felt bad for him. But I talked to my parents and they're doing well. All's well there. And so there you go. That's all the news that's fit to print here. So I'm going to go off and edit. So you should have a podcast to watch later this afternoon if you haven't gotten enough of me yet. And yeah. So I hope you were all well. I hope you were all safe. Please, please, please take good care of yourselves. Please, please stay safe and stay safe.